Now you know I can't smile without you. I can't smile without you.
Hold true, ye sacred army. Our last battle is at hand. Sweep these dogs from our kingdom. Bless this ground, our holy land. Holy war. Holy! We are fighting a holy war. Holy war. See us fly our winds of doom. Holy war. Baptized in fire and steel. Holy war. For the end we bring is down. Holy war. Now face the storm. A holy war.
And now you know I can't smile without you. I can't smile without you.
Tell the truth! Nothing ever makes the TV that raises the situation that we're in. They're just a bunch of apologists. And for the life of me, we're trying to figure out how all of you in lockstep can have nothing better to do than challenge Joe Kaufman's integrity or the validity of his facts. Why don't you know something, media, what I would say to you, instead of attacking Joe Kaufman, why don't you all go home and educate yourselves?
Hello and welcome this evening. Tonight we are here to demonstrate the need for our government to be more diligent in its effort to root out and prosecute any individuals or groups with ties to terrorist organizations. Here in Margate, the Imam of the mosque, Izar Khan, who leads the mosque, known as Mjam, along with 4 family members, were arrested and charged with a conspiracy to finance the Taliban in Pakistan. Just today, in fact, a federal judge denied bail to Izar Khan and his family, citing them as a, quote, threat to the United States, end quote. What we are witnessing is a growing specter of homegrown terrorists who are recruited or are sent to our communities to infiltrate, indoctrinate, and imprecate. Our demands are very simple. Show us the money. Where is the money of this mosque coming from? And where is it being sent? A simple question which demands a simple answer. If 5 members of the leader's family are labeled a threat to the United States, wouldn't it follow that this place should be shut down until it has been fully vetted to be sure that nothing untoward will happen in the future? If it is true that our friends from the mosque simply want to promote peace and harmony, then let us begin with transparency. Why should we trust the constituents of this mosque when their leadership is charged with aiding the enemies of the state and their only response is high praise and deference? As Barry Goldwater famously stated, tolerance in the face of tyranny is no virtue. Extremism in the defense of liberty is no vice. I find it reprehensible that previous warnings concerning these latest revelations have largely fallen on deaf ears. The reason domestic terrorists are growing is because it is politically correct to give any potential threat a free pass until something untoward happens. Again, tonight we are calling upon federal authorities to shut it down. The community of Margate and the good people of South Florida are here to send the message: we do not want terrorists in our backyard, and we are here to make a public statement that the evidence is in and we have found that they are wanting. At this time, I'm going to introduce Dr. O'Neill Dozier, Senior Pastor of Worldwide Christian Center. He will make a statement followed by Joe Kaufman of the Americans Against Hate. Dr. O'Neill.
Thank you very much, Pastor. Yay, Dr. Dozier! Yo, yo, yo! Well, today I guess you wonder why I am here. Well, today I come to address and answer a crucial question, which is, should the Tea Party insert itself in urging the government to shut down a mosque that has known ties to terrorist groups around the world? The answer to this question is rooted in one of the core principles that the Tea Party holds. That principle is freedom, which is guaranteed by the U.S. Constitution and by the mere fact that we live in a free nation. These freedoms will be taken away if we allow these mosques with ties to terrorist groups around the world to exist and continue. A mosque like this one has two main goals. Number one, to recruit for terrorist groups around the world, and number two, to help fund and finance terrorist groups around the world. You see, the Tea Party should and must be involved in urging the government to shut down any mosque in America that threatens the freedoms of America and its citizens. The mosque, indeed, this mosque, indeed, should be shut down because it threatens the freedoms of America and its citizens by having known ties to terrorist groups around the world, particularly the Taliban, and possibly other known terrorist groups around the world. For the cause of freedom and protection of the U.S. Constitution, the Tea Party of America should stand and fight on the front line of the war on terror. I thank you all.
The North Star always guides me when winter skies are gray, and I wait for the sun